1%. Oh no man. Oh no. Barely can grow the Jamaican economy by 1%. See an editorial there? How Jamaica gonna survive the next 5 years with no growth. Yeah? That's an editorial. Don't be bad. Tricks are for kids, me youth. Tricks are for kids. Grand uprising, my peeps. Grand uprising. Happy Monday to you all. Hope each and every one getting out to work, get there safely. Because we know how the road is stay, you know. Safety is a must for our people. Yeah. Yeah, my peeps. This morning, we want to talk about the economy and the promises the Prime Minister had made a couple of years. The 5 in 4 promise of the economy, the growth of the economy. The Prime Minister said he will make the economy grow 4% in 5 years. And from the Prime Minister, I've said that about 8-9 years ago, the economy haven't grown over 1%. The economy hasn't grown over 1%. Yet still they say performance, and the people must judge them off them performance. Yeah? But a performance, you made a promise that you're going to take up this business of governance and grow the economy by 4%, and for 2 consecutive terms, you've not even managed to grow the economy over 1%. In fact, last year, the last quarter, or the last half of last year, we had a decline in the economic growth. Yeah, we had a decline about 0.7%. We had a mild 2 consecutive quarter. Last year we had negative growth. And that would amount to a mild recession. Now you check it now, my peeps. A person look for lead the government. Him say he was the opposition. Him say he have a better idea a better plan of how for growing the economy. The way we would have feel comfortable and happy and know say it make impact on the Jamaican people. Him say he will grow the economy by 4%. Yeah? In a 5-year term. And what have we got? If you check the statistics right now, as I stated earlier, our economy hasn't grown not even over 1% since these people take office. And yet still, the recently concluded general election, we've seen where the people has put them back. With little or no growth to the economy, only thing I want, them have other investors that come invest. And, certain little projects are get streamlined. But what are the effects on the poor people of Jamaica? Eh? Them are feel the impact of them development, they have them investment there? No. It not directly impact them. So at the end of the day, whatever the government is doing, trickle down upon the average Jamaicans. Trickle down. If you come with a promise to seek a job so you can do better, and you come under there for 2 terms and can't deliver what you had promised, But the people of Jamaica, as I continue to say, continues to sell themselves short. Continues to sell themselves short, and money always be a thing where I gotta be take center stage when them things happen. Elections. Because what people don't know, and them that come like them don't Jamaican people, them don't know what them truly deserve from our leaders. What they truly deserve from our leaders. Don't talk about roads. It's mandatory them take our money for the fix road and build road. Them take our money. So not talk about road. Jamaica is a water nation, land of wood and water. Not talk about water when them give piped water. Yeah? That's mandatory for what them have to do. For the people them serve. Stop selling yourself short. The man them come and promise that and still get a 14 the man them with all of this. Eh? But no game plan that the big man. The game plan, we start the debt reduction. The People's National Party started the debt reduction, and that's why we started EPOC. Economic Program Oversight Committee. We started the debt reduction. Now the debt reduction, and let me define it, you know. We have debt to GDP. Yeah? And national debt. Yeah? Debt to GDP is how we can reduce the debt based off of the 1 year the gross domestic profit. Yeah? So it's like we have the 1 year, each financial year. It's just a continuous thing for us trying to get down that existing debt to GDP. So we started at 147%. The debt was 147% when we made the approach to start the debt reduction. And we brought it to, at the time, in all fairness, we brought it to about 115% or 112%. But what Jamaicans may not know, all of these things started through the PNP, and I tell you now already, I'm going to tell you now again. The PNP, the then Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller, yeah, Peter Phillips, was to meet with the then opposition leader, Andrew Holness, yeah, to iron out these things so that either party, if a new party come into power, they won't change the policies going forward. Though that was an agreement. So Andrew saw it and know, say, yo, listen me, debt reduction is a good thing. Yeah? So him continue the trend, him forced to continue the trend. Most of the policies, PNP, they put in that before them limit office 2016. But the point is, based on that agreement, they had was to continue all of these things. So the debt reduction had was to continue. Now what the PNP was saying recently, Marky G and Julian, we've reached at a point of debt reduction where I come from 147% to about, it reached about 60% now. Trust me, it reached to about 60% now, and I can tell you, what the PNP was saying is that ease down on that debt reduction a little and make whatever policies you are put in place can impact the Jamaican people. Yeah, the Jamaican people can feel the impact of them sufferations there, them austerity measures there, where them go through. Yeah? So, it's not centered around the government alone for the economy look good and the people them now feel the impact of it. And that's the critical part of it, you know. Because the people them feel the impact of that economy, won't tout it. Yeah? you would have gotten back your old 49 seat. You would have gotten back your old 49 seat and even add to it. But why you can't talk so? Is that the people of Jamaica continue to sell themselves short. If them continue to sell themselves short, you not gonna always in them thing, you not gonna always feel like you look good. No, see there? This is a recent editorial from the Jamaica Labour. And it states that how will the people of Jamaica survive for another 5 years with no economic growth? Look, the seat there. 5 more years. How can we survive another 5 years without economic growth? You just tell me. Because you don't watch your output there where a little road to fix, a little building and put up there, are private investors. Only thing the Jamaican people benefit from that is just that getting a little one-off employment. Yeah? And maybe when it finish, yeah, they will employ a couple of people there. But most of them money they don't stay at Jamaica. Those are foreign investors where for their money go straight to accounts overseas. A overseas pay bill make up and all them thing there. If you promise 5 and 4, Jamaicans are waiting to see that 5 and 4. But why the people them can't understand? Why the people them can't understand? We not beg nobody for vote for PNP, but guess what? That's the facts me I talk about. Me not try convince nobody, but that's the facts me I talk about. If you see a party, you know, who continues to use a term about bad mind. Who bad mind like Labour right? Labour right give it hell when we're there, when we are run off for 18 years. Labour right give it hell. Bad mind, even Andrew. Bad mind, cause when Portia run it, him come with some story there, him come and talk about nobody can sit beside him in a parliament. We have questionable character. Yeah? And I talk about him now sit down with Richard and don't sit down with the one them where you have the way you put Gagard upon. You can't tell nobody about leadership and morals. You cannot tell nobody about that. You have none. You promise the Jamaican people them say you're going to make them life better, say you're going to grow the economy. And all now we can see where the growth they come from, you know. Only thing we see man a fat them pocket and man a buy bus and the bus them, you know. The money where them spend for the people them not even get the value for money. All we see to propose some project just in name of food. And the Jamaican people who want to see the Jamaican people so blind and naive. Think about yourself. Which one of you can go to the Prime Minister and tell him, say, yo, police just come kick on the door and analyze on a picnic? None of them. And a weird run down the Prime Minister. All of them things where I go on. Jamaica, remember them take 150 yard or 170 million dollar. Cause them align the PNP to FinSac. Make them release the FinSac report for the Jamaican people to get clarity to what happened. Cause all them do, you know why them don't want to release it? Them don't want to kick it? No. Them no say. Them more benefit from true FinSac than the PNP. They know that. Cause plenty of them wanted back them house free when they have them take the people their money and want the government to give them back them house free. So they know what go on and they don't want to keep on in I know because they want to continue. Blame the PNP for that era there, which the PNP had done nothing. FinSac was the solution, not the problem. When nobody talked about the fact that the Prime Minister draw out money out of 3 so-called Ponzi scheme before they collapse. Eh? Financial fraud. Peer fraud, them go on with them, know everything about the financial sector. So when anything will collapse, they'll be the first to know. So the Jamaican people are going to lose their money. When you dumb me, man, I can't understand how these people think so. I mean, I expect you to follow what me and say, but go do your research and see if you can find some truth, no? Do your research and see if you can find some truth. The economy is stagnant right now. And it's more stagnant because guess what now? A lot of salary compensation have to go on. So when them attack, I mean know the little lady there from Eastern St. Andrew can't manage. Me know the little lady there from Eastern St. Andrew, she can't manage. Look what them do. If you see a big robbery to the Jamaican people. 32 member cabinet. 32. You know what money that? You know what money that? Eh? That's $500 million a year just to pay them, the Prime Minister and them 32 them. Just them alone, you know. Just them alone. The Prime Minister and the 32 them. That money they not talk about opposition money, they not talk about the rest of 5 with them have. With 5 members of parliament with them have. You get me? It's a name of food government, them don't know how to handle the economy. Them not nurture the economy. And because them have the PSOJ and them wings, them will say anything to substantiate because the government is working in tandem with the PSOJ. They are working in tandem, they are working aligned with what they need. So there's no way. All we there bring we come what there. To give the people of Jamaica a good wealth distribution in terms of access to land and housing and education. Because education is the biggest wealth you can get, man. Yeah? Education is the biggest wealth you can get, man. But I feel like you can get a man $10 million and feel like a wealth that. No, education, you have that for a lifelong. Lifetime. So that they get education and wealth and them still refuse it. One of the biggest land distribution that could have ultimately healed the government up to $1 trillion. Yeah, after disposing of them land there to our people, where people of Jamaica squat on. And that could have dropped into the economy and grow the economy, and we invest in other things. Them man don't invest in nothing. The Jamaican government allow everything to go like that and sound. If you look and say our food importation bill is so high, exceed what we export, then we have a serious problem. Why not approaching it from the grassroots? Why not start make our farmer them get land for farm pan, get seeds and all of them things and fertilizers. For say yo, they are going on a massive drive to eat where we grow where we eat. None of that, because what? This a man son are bringing onion, and the one they are bringing egg or tomato or whatever. Jamaican people are one of the loser. The whole of we are the loser. In every way. In every way we are the loser. Because we don't stand up. We don't get blinded by tricks from these people. I don't feel like say yo, all of me are coming now, the PNP couldn't trick me so, you know. No PNP couldn't trick me so. Like how Andrew of the Jamaican people, them like a puppet. No PNP leader couldn't trick me so. But guess what? I guess the likes of the love money on the dunce. The first thing, we have to eradicate the dunceness. We have to eradicate the dunceness. We don't want a dunce said. We We have to eradicate that. Because by virtue, low, you can't read and write, you can't dissect things in a proper way. That's why we have them unsavory decision and keep on making our country. Decision where people were they when not like the Jamaican people now act accordance to all the Jamaican people want them act. Want to keep the people them and hide the truth from the Jamaican people. No time for when I lead the people them to get clarity as to what transpired. And there's so much thing transpired. Man go say them by drill. Why? Look, on the down look. See on the downs? Why every time the Jamaican government procure something, buy something, yeah, for the people of Jamaica, like the drill, yeah, and like the bus and other things. People have issues with it. The costing is a is a major issue. Eh? Why? It would have done a corrupted act. Eh? Because the impropriety, the documents where we would have get after you purchase it. When we look upon it, it have several red flags. So we have to raise awareness based off of them red flags there. You buy bus, we not get value for money. Me I tell you that. That's why the man say him not run back. Him belly full. Him belly full Jamaica not fool. Them belly full. So that's why them a pray so them not run back. Man buy drill. And me tell you say trust me, Jamaica is not a normal place. But guess what? Me want my comrades man sub Jamaica. Good morning. We have good education, just ride the wave, you know, because we're going to survive. We have to survive. All of the rest of them will run up and down. We're going to vote, now survive, we are survive. We're going to fight this and we are survive. How we can survive with no growth for another 5 years? The government now prioritize what they need to do. First of all, you know our money come out from what we eat and the importation. Some of them things where we don't have to import in the country, like onion, Irish potato and all of them things there. We make sure we go up on a drive. This is a new page you can turn. Yeah, the agriculture minister, fried green. We can invest in them things. So all if we not bring in Irish this year, by the next 2 years, we're not supposed to start bringing none because we're not done. Plow up the farm them and sow all of them things we can come to fruition by them time there. I will continuously do it so we don't have to return for importing onion and Irish potato and certain things. Without we make investment, how you think it will work? The economy can't stay so. The economy can't stay so, you know. Because I bet you see for 6 September quarter, yeah. You hear say, this, the country now have no growth. Election was just recently, and you know what I mean, things they are slow before election. So more likely, you will hear slow growth or none. If even growth is by 0.7 or 8%. Jamaica can't survive after that. You think we can survive after that? After all of the corruption we are going on and the mismanagement? We can't survive after that. Jamaica will know our value. And that's why the politics gone so. Where a man can come and offer on the money for vote. That's a total embarrassment. No growth because of bad weather. Bad weather there 24/7. Bad weather there every month. Bad weather, you know, so I know we don't face no bad weather in this from the stormy season. Yeah? Yeah? Last year we had burial and we can see where it take us a lot still, but Most persons aren't impacted by the relief effort. Most people, houses aren't being even repaired up to now. Beryl did a lot of wreckage to Jamaica, and the government hasn't even addressed. Even if them, all right, most of the government buildings them that were ravaged by Beryl, most of them not even repaired yet. So imagine that. Eh? We've seen recently where the government spent too much money on the Crawl report. Yeah, the Crawl report, that is to find out what transpired in the Usain Bolt thing. And I know the government can present it. The FinSac report, we've been calling out for it to set the PNP do this to Jamaica, and we are call out for it, make we have it, make we know what go on, make the people them know what go on. For sure you all this government wicked, you come like on a blind. The man them and a company named Dexim Corporation. Them got together and say, yo, yeah me, them a build some house under the NHT. NHT and them work out the project right. So when the house them almost done, me don't know what kind of disagreement go on. But I can tell you, say, they see more than most of the house, them only give energy a little fraction. And then now, the government that come out, come say non-disclosure agreement. And the same thing they go on with O'Brien's car rental Jamaica. The 200 used car with Bobby Montague. That from that used car dealer where them friend Jamaica. So all of some of them labor right here run up and down. Broke and poor than me. Because guess what? Them now do nothing for you but go and look at handout. No politician can stink him dirty fry, bright stinking self. Come boy you want half a me no handout. Bright and face there. Jamaican too backside hungry. Too hungry for know for ban on the belly for greatness. Ban on the belly for greatness. Over money, when you just selling a vote and do a bag of foolishness. When the government, I want to still make the government come look good like say, yo, yeah, man, they were this angel and all this silly. The Jamaican people now, see corruption. You're not ready for tackle corruption. So it's one of the poor people, only corruption affects most. So here we know, I not going to continue to stay poor under them corrupted behavior or practices of them people here. Yeah? The poor people feel the effects of corruption more. Because when you corrupt and you take out, you continuously dip your finger in a taxpayer money. Yeah? And when the hospital need a one bed, when it need a MRI machine, when it need a CT scan machine, yeah, when your road there is a fix, yeah? Even if a natural disaster and your house get blown down, I either need some help from your representative, it now go dead because what? The corrupted practice. Corrupted practice. We have to demand that the government grow the economy, make people of Jamaica can feel the impacts. You all know, if I tell you all know, me there in a 3 term the money I'm going on now. And I know, if I tell you me never there do my own thing, I have to do my own thing. Me can't depend on the politics to live. That's the first thing. And I know now, me not feel an impact on nothing. Which me not put on the effort with for them thing, because at the end of the day, them now do nothing what make sense or would be fitting to me. You understand? Me just a Jamaican we can do my own thing and survive. No PNP, no JLP. Me can do my own thing. And me say a pay rubbish are go on right now. Pay them and then I do nothing for make the ordinary Jamaicans feel it. The impact of what them are do. First of all, them keep on under-educated and say, them even look and say, boy, yeah, me, education will drive with nation, you know. Grow with economy and all of them things there, you know. You hear now? We have a 5-10 year plan as it relates to education. Yeah? And we go see if we can work out with the opposition. If either party, if they're not in government again, the opposition will continue. Sign them agreement there. I want to know to have some sustainable approach as it relates to education. But no, we want to keep the youth them undereducated. So we can abuse them. We can come to them with a 10,000 or 5,000 to seek them vote. Them are always keep on the done, so if you don't learn now, when you not gonna learn? I want to know when you not gonna learn. The approach from the government to education must be a top tier one. If they meet with Marky G, Damian Crawford, and say, listen me, this is a 10-year plan of education system, overall the education system. Bring it to a top tier one. Invest in the early childhood because that's where it starts. Invest in early childhood education. But as I stated earlier, we them call the corner boy, them set up on the road, we don't know nothing. We Bruce Golden say, I want to remember the name where him say that the dirty drunk there. But we have the policies and we are bring forward solution to the existing problem because we feel it the most. We feel it the most. We know the education system sucks right now in Jamaica. Demand them, that you can realize, say, yo, yeah, me youth to leave high school and can't read. You to leave primary school and can't even read the basic things. And you see that. You don't make a approach. You see that over 7 years, in 10, you see that, And I never make them approach. We don't only talk. We will be doing this. Bag of promises. But more when someone a ball, I'm soon a ball pan the media there, with the traditional media houses. Yeah? Me not repost for no video on a ball. Me not about aware so no hungry. Yeah? You have to stay there and suffer because you know wicked to yourself. If you're wicked to yourself, then you're supposed to stand up for your own 2 foot. You know, wicked to yourself when you talk about the best prime minister, best when I deliver. What is his legacy? What is the current prime minister's legacy? When you drive down prime ministership to nothing. When you bring down the house of the prime minister to nothing and put it in a shame. What is his legacy? The government hasn't built a school. Them know early childhood is a education is a pivotal one because that's the starter. Yeah? Them don't even come and get to all because most people privately own our early childhood education system. Schools where personally people build and them are educated, them do them thing. Yeah? So tell me something now, you don't get a listing. Yeah, all of them school there and go around and meet with all of them principals there. Yeah, and administrator of them school there. And put them under the government banner. Work in tandem with them. Grow them. Lift the standards or the level of education being distributed there. No. Both Labour Right and PMP are sore losers as it relates to all this money. Labour Right and PMP lose off of that money. Because not only we lose off of it, man, we can't talk so. Me know Labour Right there and see and know. Me know Labour Right there and Labour Right where them know say the policies where the PNP they are bringing what they would have benefit them. But through them political affiliation, through the corruption. Our policy is this solid, and it will make a meaningful approach to try to iron out some of the issues the Jamaican people them face as it relates to education, it relates to land and all of them things there. Yeah? Grow the economy. You don't hear the government speak nothing about the disabled community. The disabled community, the mentally ill challenged persons within the country. None of them social issues there, them not address. And them not have no real mindset to address them either. Because everybody talk the talk, and I won, not because me a comrade. I'm Marky J alone, I bring something solid to the disabled community. When I'm to the mentally ill challenged persons living in Jamaica, we don't have no program where get the deportees in line. Yeah? Have a database with the deportee and have regular checkups on them to see what them are doing and try to encourage them to do business or do something sustainable for themselves. Without going to the life of crime or choosing a particular route. You know most of them come home with mental challenge. But if them come back to Jamaica and integrate in a proper way and also not only integrate but have something to rock pan where you say boy either you do a business or you have a skill you get some form of employment. The system would have known how to handle that particular situation. Because you don't have a deportation center. Just like when every deportee come, you have to go to Central for them checking. So upon leaving Central, yeah, you give them documentation, you don't even give them. You take them to the place. I have it at the Central Police lockup there, where two of them sign up. Yeah? Where, and the address them are gonna go, so you keep in dialogue with them. Phone numbers, all of them things there. Email address. So you keep them on a database where you know, say, alright, listen, constant monitoring. Even the whole case of repeat offenders. We don't know that has been a norm. Most of the man them go on with them crime, come back and never get proper rehabilitated. So them come back and go back to the same thing. So you have a system for rehabilitation. But that rehabilitation, they don't do no further. It's like it's no rehabilitation. Because if you can go there for a particular crime, and the time that you spend supposed to make you say, boy, I don't want to go back here, you know. And you're there, you go and read some book and you go and, get a little skill while they lock. Because them program that them for put in. So as to not have repeat offenders. But I tell them, say, me enough people say, crime pays, and some of them big boy, I love when crime are go on. So I don't know if this is the case. But what we need to do as a people, as a government, you need to do proper planning to address the social issues. Proper planning. I'm just waiting to see. I'm not praying for the failure of the government. But I'm just waiting to see how much they will address the needs of the Jamaican people. And me not gonna sorry for them this time. I want to invest in a crime, man. PNP are loving people, big man. Stop mislead the program, brother. Comrades are loving people when I deal with them thing there. Which one of my leaders that ever say invest in a crime? I want to have this member in a phone farmer leader, Bruce Golden. You remember what him do? You remember Manad Phelps and Phillips? When Bruce dirty drunker Bruce Golden do him dirty act? Dirty stinking drunker Bruce Golden. The worthlessest prime minister Jamaica ever have. Them nasty shit there. We not give props. Yeah? Remember how we taxpaying dollars him use for the hire man at Phelps and Phillips. I will still have to do an inquiry to ascertain the truth. Eh? So what I gonna say? Over one man, you tell the American authorities the Constitution doesn't begin at Ligani. That's where the American embassy is. For all those who don't know that it mean. Yeah? But on top of that, you want to talk about that. On top of that, the night when it burst up at Belmont Road there, the way all the mix up in a corruption and fubble double. Wanna lead a hasty retreat into Tivoli Gardens to make that person know. What I'm told, you wanna know nothing, brethren. Don't mention the PNP with all of them things there. Don't mention comrades with all of them things there. Dr. Peter Phillips straight on the whole out in our labor right. Peter Bunting straighter than the whole out in our labor right. Mark Golden straighter than the whole out in our labor right. So when you come and talk, you try to grow the economy, make the people of Jamaica feel the impact. I wanna choose Jamaica. Make us see if you choose Jamaica. Because in every way, you refuse Jamaica. You don't like Jamaica. You only feed the money but Jamaica can have for you. You check him cabinet. If you're a third term leader, you check that leader cabinet. Eh? You know, say little belt buckling, little tightening. Me go intertwine one ministry, two ministry, and you know, put you in the state minister there. And you know, the minister himself would have been there. No! Rod. Everybody I get them thing, everybody I get them partner draw. That's why Wami I go on, son. Cause Wami, in all fairness, Wami put out more for the labor right them than some amount of termite. Well, morning. You hear me, Neville? Wami put out more for the labor right than some amount of drunk or benefit. Wami sacrifice him career. Yeah? That's some amount. We're going like Jamaica food now. I don't know, give the man nothing. Eh? The man need him partner draw. You know how much that you deprive Wami? When you deprive Wami nearly $80 million when you not give him no post. Eh? Wami ignorant. I Wami bringing it to one of them, man. Because if Wami they bust the bubbles, Andrew, you know there so. The man supposed to shake him and say, boy, Jano, follow my mind, no, man. Bust them bubbles, the man. But you will hear more. Because a man that, you know, when him vex, everybody know, you know. So don't talk about corruption. And that same man, let me show you how no conniving and dirty and stay. That same drunkard Warmington. When Dr. Kurt Wall won the council over the whole over there in the local government election. And him accepted that, you know, hear the man. Oh, no PNP can't spend my money. Big Batman will keep your little Batman party up here, yeah, them say. You're a Batman, you're not straight. You're one of the only politicians. Me never hear about with no wife yet. Me never hear about you with no pitney yet. Why me a rubber tail straight? You're a Batman. That's why you and Cliff use them, my friend, because we're a Batman together. We don't have nothing about who to talk to, not even the worst Jamaican. Me not defend Wami. But I defend the fact that all the Prime Minister mistreat him and him supposed to get something. And if him not get what him forget, just bust them bubbles. Bust them bubbles, Wami. Bust them bubbles. Because they talk all bad things about Marky G, you know, but Marky G artist with the Jamaican people, you know. Marky G more for the Jamaican people, you know. Yeah? So when you not talk, remember in a 28 away, man, I don't know, do a thing. Or you can't win back. Listen me. You see how we lapse? What here? We not lapse, so. So me, I take a different route. A totally different route. Because I want to see the back out, you know. Because I mean the people them at Jamaica no good. But if them wicked to themselves, them will face the judgment sometime. Because the Jamaican people wicked to themselves. The Jamaican people wicked to themselves. And you see it? All know I keep checking the paper, my people. Let me deviate a little. Me keep checking to see if the government made any contact with the U.S. authorities in relation to what they stated last week, Tuesday. I don't hear nothing from Kamina, I don't hear nothing from the Prime Minister, I don't hear nothing from the Minister of National Security. And it's a worrisome trend that's taking place in the Caribbean. Even the same Senate Democrat warning Trump that is approaching the Caribbean can violate human rights. Nobody speak about that. I have to always remind the Jamaican people and keep it as a sticking topic, because plenty of people are probably aren't aware of what's taking place, much less to aware of the detriment that poses to Jamaica. So when we sit down here and think that all is well and the Prime Minister are working on it, no, they not make the right approach, because these are things that we need to address. No. Last week, Canada issued travel advisory to its citizens about violence in Jamaica. Yeah. Last week, we've seen the America issue this call that named Jamaica as one of the 4 drug transshipment hub. Yeah. And we expect with urgency the government would have reacted to that. Start have dialogue with the U.S. authority. Try and iron out where they would have procured some surveillance drone for the ports and also Coast Guard vessel. Something needs to be done, but we turn a blind eye still, and we're wondering if the Americans are looking at us and say, oh, so them take us, because it can lead to other things, you know. I can other things the Americans are finding. Because you see the aisle where we find out to see there. The Americans can't want that, you know. And the fact that we have China, we are so close to the Chinese them. It's like a Chinese continent, Jamaica turn. America worried, so them gonna draw all sort of allegation and all sort of thing. But we still have to act as a nation. We still have to act by safeguarding the borders, the port of entries. Yeah? We still have to act by acquiring surveillance drone. We can give a proper surveillance of our ports. Yeah? So all when them up for other idea, we should have act in our own accordance to try to mitigate the problem with them set a go on. But we'd have to look and see whether or not we are trying to resolve these problems or get the situation under control and still come with aggression, if any. So there and then we'd have probably could have said, boy, we get the port secure and not really the transshipment them I talk about, because we don't have none coming in. We have the port secure, and you get me? So how them would have continued this aggression. But if that, as me say, if the aggression would have continued, you would have known there and then say other things them want, but them use that as a medium Overstart them thing. Because really and truly this is a tedious one. And when I hear the Prime Minister, when I hear them talk, tell the Jamaican people, not my news media have to come out with it, them to make a statement on it. The next 2 years, why Jamaica? The man them said they will never surrender Jamaica to the PNP, and the Jamaican people them take it for joke. There are several reasons why the JLP don't want to surrender. Not say surrender. The democratic process to take PNP to the winnings. There are several things. Them illicit gang where them have. The ones in Parliament that is under investigation. That are the first thing. Yeah? Them don't want the truth come to light, and them think that if they are there, the truth will always be hidden. On top of that, the aisle where them find, them want to be the one for disseminate that, for oversee over that transaction. The aisle of Jamaica, the Jamaican citizens. So anything we do, we pay on for work, we pay on for put you in a position of leadership. So you have to liaison with we make decision to make our voices be heard in the decision making. And that me continue to understand, you know. If me give you a job, and after me give the job, me can't talk to you, you not relate to me, you not make me aware what's going on. What kind of dirty style that? Me not the boss then. Me couldn't be the boss. Me employ you. And then now after employing you, me can't talk to you, you not liaison with me, you don't want to hear nothing. You'd rather say, yo, this is a non-disclosure agreement. What can go so? What can go so? The Jamaican people put it there. But because of us, you know why it can go so? Because of us, them dirty thinking people, let me know them continue to make politics engulf their mind. Because even if I vote for PNP, and me a PNP, and PNP I do something wrong, I'm going to tell them, I'm going to make my voice be heard. You know, find that with Labour right. Labour right rather stay in at the pain, them rather stay in at the stress. Without even make them leader know, say, yo, you do wrong, you know. Me, PNP comrades, I speak them mind. They might draw them leader one side and say, no, this you do this wrong. You do this wrong, you need to change the approach. Them not tell them leaders. So that's why, you know what I mean, it will always stay like that. Because, let me tell you something. And here's the truth. If everybody love you, you have a serious problem. 3/4 of them people are hypocrite when say them love you. So don't look for everybody love you. I'm not talking about everybody love Andrew. Everybody love Andrew for what them can give him. Him can go now. The handout. And unless we educate ourselves and take ourselves from them dirty style, then you see politicians have to bow down to people. Bow down to people. So when the polls open, you saw them come on the yard regular, I beg them for a vote, and now only probably want to get a thank you, if anything. I'm going to square one for a little while. But I tell my comrade 28, I tell my 28, say, listen, miss, stand firm with the people, them consult with the people, them. Yeah? Have constant dialogue, keep town hall meeting so as to determine what the need of the constituency, what the people them need urgently. Yeah? Strengthen the political organizations in that particular constituency. Yeah? So that's when them time you come around again for election. Make your achievements speak for you. Make your past work speak for you. Make your approach speak for you. Too long, we are self too short, and that I beat the system. When we sell short, You know what I mean? He's a man. It's like you don't stand up for nothing, but you fall for everything. Yeah, you don't have a mindset for say, boy, yeah, I mean that wrong or that right. You just stand up and anything come, you accept it. Well, I'm not one of them Jamaicans there. I have to lobby for change. And I continue to ask this morning, how are we going to survive another 5 years of no economic growth? How are we going to survive another 5 years with little or no growth? So much civil servants and sectors of the society if you have wage package this year. Remember, you may not hear from the teacher them today, but before the weekend, you're going to hear from the teacher them because their issues aren't fully addressed, and that you never know. The teacher and the government not really sign off on nothing per se. What I go on is that them give them a little silly promise of, you know, I don't get the whole arguments or the whole thing about what the promise entail. But them get a little silly promise if a hold on and them are gonna go back to race. So we are waiting for hear more on this. We not pray for nothing bad come out of the situation. Cause Jamaica broke, you know. And somehow, you know, we not beat around the bush, but Jamaica broke. Jamaica broke, we're gonna need money if PNP for win what they mean. No. Where them see boy did a startling to the Jamaican people them when them reveal all of that. So no don't try. Get the relevant answers we wanna demand. We don't demand on leaders to keep putting that no. No one of the journalists. None of the questions asked over the debate entails the government, either government, would have been open to the people of Jamaica. Yeah, an inclusive government that consults with the people of Jamaica. None of them question there. So all the PSOJ rather the government stay hostile and don't consult with the people before making decision. PSOJ, you can't make a decision for me. You can't make no decision for me because guess what? You have to phone your own thing and synchronize to making the Jamaican people better. So you're not supposed to come intertwine with the government. Come and try about I know decision because the whole out are the same set. We do not act in accordance to the Jamaican people. We not act for line in the pocket. We not act for line in the pocket and boost in the business. We don't expect the government to make policies that entails for the business what only can benefit. What about the benefits of the average poor and middle class in Jamaica? What about the poor and the middle class in Jamaica? Why has everybody turned a blind eye to the middle class? People speak on things where they want to speak on, but when it comes to that sector of the society, there's no voice for them. No voice for them. And it's a worrisome trend. If we never have social media out here, you think we could have a voice where I speak for Jamaican citizens? You know what people will keep in the know? You know what people will educate each day here? Stop selling yourself short and demand the type of leadership from a leader where you know that be fit, would have benefit the whole constituents. The approach, the critical issues them were outstanding there, whether for years, months and need address. I hope they box in on people and hear what I have to say. Sexy Berry, good morning, wifey. You can send me a request if you don't want to come in the box. The box is now open. Selling a self shot, man, we can't do that. See them tell us the education system need complete overall, man. Complete. Because we not get the results. And you know, sometimes it hurt my feeling to know that true some people feel like them already get the education, then them there in a position where can fix all the system, then no one fix the system. Then no one fix it for nobody else benefit. Imagine that. From you take up a position, you must know your job description before you even take up that position. And the job, you'd have understood the job description would have there based on the role. And if you're not qualified for that role based off of the job description, then you should know it. But if you are qualified for that role, why not implement good policies that will only develop the education system? Huh? The Minister of Education, even though you recently got there a couple of months or nearly a year now, I haven't heard you said anything about early childhood education and a reconfiguration of the education system. I haven't heard you said anything about that, and I want to know why are you so tight-lipped. Because this is a critical part of nation building in terms of educating our people. Why haven't you spoken on this? But I know why. Because the fools them may not know. But them have to keep it done to use, can go to 30 grand. Them have to keep it under-educated and that way, if you can't abuse, Because they know that them can't go to Cherry Garden, Evandale, Jackshill, Narbrook, and go buy no vote, and go call nobody out of them house for come vote. So the target area is the inner city, the so-called ghetto. What them say? The dunces at. Yeah? Them say the duns, them they are in the inner city. So them use them people. But if you want to continue to get used by politicians, then feel free. But no boy or a girl can use me. Because I'm educated enough to know, say, yo, me make new Capri study calls for reform in the education system. Capri. You don't know what Capri is. Reform in the education system. In a man third term. Yeah, I'm dead. And then reform they are called for him just assume office. No reform today. The only place they have to drive nation building. Yeah? Building the human capital. Them turn a blind eye upon it. You see, someone is a sore loser, Jamaicans. But if you know, it's not about that little money where they get in their hand. is the fact that we're not investing in our children's education, in nation building. Yeah? We not do the right thing and we allow government to continue to abuse us. And so I love abuse. It's like when you're in a relationship and when the partner abuse, you know. And so the Prime Minister abusing, you know. But I tell you, when I wake up and smell the fresh coffee and say enough is enough. I bet none of you, even on this campaign trailer the other day, requested from your leader construction of homework centers and personnel being placed in there to do evening classes for children that is left behind and also adults. We don't see that as a dire need for address. You don't see it as a dire need for address, but we don't come on it already. Give the like, you know what, 30,000 and 50,000 or 100,000 and give it. And them the money they could have gone to the constituency them to do meaningful thing. Meaningful thing that impact the entire constituency and ultimately make you look good. But I tell you, Jamaica, when are we going to learn? When are we going to understand and see through 10 inches was what we are doing? Only bring we down more and more.
Bluetooth mode.
It only bring we down more and more. Now make we benefit in no way, shape or form. The economy continues to decline. Yeah? Education continues to decline. The economy, them say them have a hand on crime, but where we see it is pure. The Jamaican people, the mothers, have lost over 200 odd of them siblings from the year start. And we've seen where the government had procured body-worn cameras and the police aren't wearing them. So it's like the government itself know that them couldn't manage crime, but them know say, alright, listen, we have certain trouble people, we have to get the rid of them. And that's the approach. But for all of the police, we not fight against you from doing no lawful duty. But come on, if you know a modern time now, 3/4 of them people have camera in them place. And the camera catch you know want to do the brace and analyze them, and the youths them. Another one go on a Linstead, one go on a Churchill Lane. Yeah? We see some people I go on bother Nannyville also. And over the year we see much parents crying out. Police just step past them and go analyze them pitney. And that is a method where the labor right, where the government use. Same I use to fight crime. That is a crime fighting tool for the government. Mark, you know, we not defend a criminal, you know. Because you have some boy out there really if you face them judgment there, you know. Because they might do some real atrocities for the people of Jamaica, you know. But what you can't tell me say the whole 200 of them, they're innocent. They violate the system will actually fire off out, or of real criminal intent where our past history of creating atrocities will never go before the court. We allow them things to continue and overball. Both PMP and Labour right parents, the two set a ball. But what we do, what we are do, eh? We not do nothing about the situation. We can't do nothing. We can't do nothing more than public education of our children and make them know the ramification of crime and violence. If you sow them bad seed there, it's highly likely that the same way your life will go. But along with that, you have to have equal, you have to have opportunity for the youth them. And awareness. Some people don't know. Some people that will do things over the year. And not even realize, yo, this is very serious, this is very detrimental, this is wrong, But you make no awareness to the youths them. You don't put nothing together and say, yo, yeah, man. Come forward to the Jamaican people a crime awareness campaign and the media outlets. Crime, this is the cause of crime, and show the youth them. So don't choose a route of crime. Find some way how to bring out the information to them, to make them acceptive of it, and youth can look at themselves and say, boy, true, You see how much people, you see how much man will come rise up before you rise up and go meet them maker. Big, small, you name it. So why you think it did work for you? Why you think you are susceptible of not getting caught or not facing their judgment over your acts? It's a losing game, and it only allow one of us suffer. It only allow mothers and fathers for mourn, and it don't make no good impact on our people. No meaningful impact on our people. So that's why parents must do the right thing in safeguarding them youth. Keep them away from that peer pressure then. Give them more better option, positive option. Seek some mentors for them. Send them in some training as them leave school. Ensure that they're there trying to get some skill training. If I even a little garage, a little woodwork shop, you name it. But you are getting that child away from the idle mind and the idle mentality. There's some way you have sports where we've seen Jamaicans lift themselves out of the ghetto. Take Shelley and Fraser for one. Shelley and Fraser built a name out of Waterhouse until the road name off her. Believe not Jamaicans. You don't believe. She used her foot make that happen. Usain Bolt. We have more to the disposal than when we as a youth grow up. Morning. Than when we as a youth grow up. We have the social media. One can use as a tool to generate earnings and income. If you don't know, you literally now go out nowhere. Find a niche market on the social media. Yeah? Build a page, try to sell something on TikTok shop, and where you can make generate an income. If you definitely have idle time and not work, you go use your time and do good things on social media. do a live. But don't make it be said that through your idol, you're going to do some unscrupulous thing to make police come kick your door and alive you. Build a foundation and don't want to work. Alright, stay from the life of crime. I stay in my house or my yard and run my TikTok program, you know. I know, say you are this on my work there, you know. Simple. But it's far better than for you to go out the road. God, you know, unscrupulous things against your people. It's far better. So I urge you, my comrades, my Jamaican brothers and sisters, just to do the right thing. Hold the government accountable for them wrongs. Demand better representation from the government. You know, issues needs to be addressed. So my peeps, I have a meeting this morning where we have to go reach 9 o'clock.